just talk to myself. Yeah. Okay, so let's switch to this scene. Woo! We have Hoopa Cup analysis. And we shall start the video right now. Okay, hello, my fellow Hoopa Cup people. Sorry for this Unbound Hoopa video being so incredibly late. I've had my hands full these last 2 days, and then I failed at recording this with good audio quality. So that's also a thing. So now I'm streaming this and doing this live, and it's really weird. So that's a thing. But yeah, I've already done pretty much everything you can do with Confined Hoopa, except for the support sets, which I already have a video of, but I think I failed that too, so I will do that on live too. And yeah, I promised you Unbound Hoopa videos, so I will be doing Unbound Hoopa videos. The short story is you should probably use Unbound Hoopa and not the Confined Hoopa at all, because Unbound Hoopa is pretty much better in every single way. Now, this is my saved Hoopa team from my set, so there are all kinds of weird changes made, but we do not care about that. So the first set I have here is probably the most common nasty plot set. I think this probably will be either the hyperspace hole if Unbound Hoopa can learn it. Like you teach it to him as he is confined and then you switch him to Unbound. At least Showdown doesn't say that it's illegal, so it may be working. I don't know. I haven't tried this on the actual game yet. So that's the thing. But otherwise, if that's not possible, then either Psychic or Psyshock or the Energy Ball are really, really great choices. This is just a really simple set. 2 stabs and then 1 coverage move. It's actually quite kind of weird how little special coverage Unbound Hoopa, or at least Hoopa gets. It's like really, really weird. It feels like Hoopa has way more special coverage because of how popular the Nasty Plot set is, but it's pretty much just Dark Ball, Shadow Ball, and then Thunderbolt, Energy Ball, or one of the Psychic moves. It can learn Signal Beam, but there really isn't that much of a reason to play it. I don't think they're outside of hitting like dog types, which actually may come problematic, but even so, like with Energy Ball, you hit them fairly hard with neutral damage, usually, or just Thunderbolt, which also hits really hard. I really don't like Signal Beam on this, like, I'm not a huge fan of it. Then there's the Assault Vest set. You can run this with special moves. You actually have one more slot with this. Like you can put the either the Signal Beam or something to the 4th slot. But Hoopa has really great special defense, and you can just invest fully offensive while going choice specs, not choice specs. Oh god, Assault West, and then you have like Hyperspace Fury, Gunk Shot, you have Drain Punch, you have all the elemental punches, and I throw through the Power Up Punch there as an example of why you could go like with EV spread like this instead of fully on attack. With Power Up Punch, you get a way to boost your attack stat even higher. And after one Power Up Punch, you can pretty much one shot anything in your way. It means, though, that you have to drop coverage move out of your set, and I really don't think you should drop Gunk Shot because it's your only way to deal with most fairies, and Unbound Hoopa doesn't like fairies at all. Like, Gunk Shot is the way that allows you to deal with fairies. Like, Mega Ultravia can be dealt with Ice Punch or something like that, but Gunk Shot is... it's worth it. Like, it's worth it to keep in pretty much every physical set with Hyperspace Fury. Also, Drain Punch is kind of important too, especially if you do not have leftovers. So you probably want to keep it so you only have one slot to play with, and that can be pretty much any of the elemental punches, or then the Phantom Force, which I really love. I really love Phantom Force. It's a great little move that goes behind Protect, and it does tons of damage, and it has as an Confined Hoopa a stab, and so on and so forth. Also, I still speak about dual chopping. It can break substitutes if you run to them, and it really hurts dragons, even though Ice Punch is probably a better option because of how many of the dragons are quite weak to it. But if you are afraid of something like substituting Dragonite or something like that, Dual Chop is actually a worthy move to think about. It also can break substitutes of Pokemon that it hits neutral with. Like, unless it's a fairy, that's a really great move to break substitutes. Like Unbound Hoopas that try to do some focus punching. Because Hoopa's defense are actually fairly low, Dual Chop will probably break the substitute on them 95% of the time. Okay, you already saw this because I'm dumb, but like, choice specs, you really do not have much to play with here. It's either Hidden Power, Energy Ball, Thunderbolt, or one of the psychic moves that Unbound Hoopa gets, and then the 3 moves that it always learns. Again, this Hyperspace Hole is here to fill on with Psychic or Psyshock, because I, again, do not know if this works. Again, Showdown says that it works, but I haven't tried this on the real game yet, so I do not know if Hoopa loses this when it's unbounding. Then there is the Sub Punch, which probably will be the most common Unbound Hoopa you will be seeing. I also love, absolutely adore Substitute Calm Mind with just a good dual stab. Like this, and then just go with that. You want to, again, we need to remember that with substituting sets, you want to have uneven number to be able to make one more substitute because of how the calculations work. And then the choice band set, again, the dual chop is here, but you can put in foul, well, not foul, I already have it there, but like Ice Punch, you can put in Knock Off, you can put in, I don't know, not Brick Break, it's a dumb thing to do. But yeah, Zen Headbutt is a good choice. The Phantom Force, again, I won't stop speaking about Phantom Force, it's so good. Like, people do not expect this. Phantom Force is a great move on Hoopa. And it hits hard. Pretty much anything that's not a dark type. You want to use Phantom Force if you can. And then there's the Fling Hoopa I already made a video about. I really like this set. I adore this set. I like to run this like defensive, just because I want to keep flinging things and I want to keep regaining health, and I this is more of a distortion set than like full on damage set. So this probably would be better on the support-ish sets, but I still think that this fits the physical or offensive Unbound Hoopa sets perfectly. So yeah, these are some Unbound Hoopa sets. I'm sure I'm forgetting about something, but just to give something that you can do possibly maybe, then it's not that bad. And again, you can try different things. And those different things are what makes this tournament so amazing. Because how versatile this Pokemon is. I love how you can play this Pokemon. And we even haven't touched the supportish sets, like tricking and destiny bonding and all these great things. Go and try this out. I'll thank you, and we'll see you later on the supportish Hoopa sets. Thank you. And cut. Okay, I will be dealing with that at some point. Some point later I'll switch to this one, okay. Okay, so now that we have done that, I'll do the